Because of the open source nature, because it's just me and a ton of other whale bros, we can react really swiftly to the latest AI research and perhaps act even faster and have more iterations and develop more opinions than a closed source system could.
Hello everybody, I'm Mia. Today I'm gonna meet Hunter Bown, who just went viral for building a terminal-based AI coding agent on top of DeepSeek V4. The product, DeepSeek TUI, just hit over 30K stars on GitHub in just 2 weeks. And right now, it's kind of one of the hottest AI coding agents in the market. So yeah, let's go find it. And congratulations on the app like hitting 30K stars on GitHub. It's trending, and welcome to China.
Thank you.
So everybody is talking about DeepSeek TUI right now. So what's the original idea behind the app, and also what's the motivation for you to build it, the platform?
Right, yeah. So I've been working with agentic terminal harnesses for a while, like back in, I want to say maybe it was December. I actually did one for Minimax as well, another Chinese open source company, and similar motivation because I saw that they didn't have one on the market. And so knowing that DeepSeek V4 was about to come out this year, I started to build it back in January, basically trying to prepare the home for the whale that was going to be coming.
As America, why do you choose, like as you mentioned before, you choose like Minimax before and right now DeepSeek? Why would that happen, and especially as America?
Yeah, no, for sure. And it's such a, I love that question because to me, my answer is like so simple. It's because it's there. You know,
okay.
Like I did the same thing with the NVIDIA Nemotron models, which is probably about as American as you can get on the scene. But I think that there is a unique culture of open source that you can see, especially from DeepSeek, from Minimax, from ZAI. They have been so, from my perspective, diligent in releasing a whole company research, and they just release it out into the world, and it makes all of us better.
So in terms of DeepSeek TUI specifically, what's it like different from the existing like AI coding agents right now, like Claude, like Codex, etc.? For
sure. I mean, the first thing is that it is open source, and so if you have an issue with it, you can let me know, and I will fix it. And you know, I think that was really, it's less of a app in itself as much as it is an ecosystem of people who believe in the idea that together we can make the best possible coding harness. I've worked on putting some of the research that I consider really valuable in AI, like recursive language models, and I'm working on trying to make sure that that is a first-class experience of the model. Since it's so cheap and so fast, we can think about AI working together in a slightly different way. And so I'd say right now you'll see probably a similar experience to other coding agents, other than recursive language models, the ability to have an auto mode. So if you give a prompt that there's going to be a V4 flash that decides what type of model it gets routed to. And so that's kind of what I'm really interested in, is because of the cost effectiveness, you can sort of develop new ways of working with these orchestrations of models.
There's a very interesting thing is that DeepSeek TUI is actually terminal-based. Why do you choose terminal-based rather than like IDE like plugin or web app?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think it's part of me being a millennial and like part of just me being the age that I am and like the computers that I grew up on. Because like to me, computers are Windows 95 through you know, XP. Like that's the kind of world that I lived in. And so it's very comfortable to me to be able to have this specific place that is deliberately lacking information, right? Because one of the unique things about AI is that we are, for every prompt that I give that is so thoughtful, I wish I could say I actually read every response that every AI gives me. I don't. You kind of develop your own method for working through it. I think it's one of the more friendly places for humans, as weird as that sounds. Like, because it has a little bit of friction to it, and it's not something where it's like, there's no marketing to it. It's just it's a little block, and it does work. And I love that aspect of it.
But do you plan to expand or add more?
I do. As much as I love the terminal, I do also, I love the Codex app and I love all these different desktop apps and I love getting to have it on my phone. So I'm absolutely planning on expanding it. I think that for me, it's been trying to figure out how to keep the best features of DeepSeek, which is the fact that they will always show the chain of thought, and trying to figure out the information density aspect of, well, do I just make that totally vanish for the desktop and for the mobile user, or is it some sort of happy medium? So it's still in the works, but it is coming. Yeah.
Okay, cool. This app went viral for like in a really short period of time. But at which moment that you feel like, wow, it's actually blowing up? And what kind of like stuff changed after that? Yeah.
I'd say it was probably exactly whenever I tweeted like, this has been the craziest 3 days of my life. It was like exactly at that moment whenever it had hit maybe like 1,500 stars, which at that time was like the craziest, I mean, like I said, the craziest 3 days of my life, because the most GitHub stars I ever had before that was certainly less than 200. And it was stuff that I had put a lot of work into and had really worked to even contact the people who were researching it, stuff like that. And so it was a great lesson for me about the power of being genuine and the fact that I literally just was crazy, stupid enough to tweet in Chinese and try to meet people. You know, it was, to me, it was a great testament to the power of the internet, and that if you have an idea, you can throw it out there, and if people like it, they will come bite, and you get to keep working.
Since you are here for a couple of days in China already, like especially you also get connected with a lot of Chinese developers and also friends both offline and online right now.
Yeah.
So how do you feel the difference between the US developers and also the China developers in terms of the culture and also the chat, etc.?
This is a question that I am so ill prepared for, just because my life is so different than this, you know? Like, so it's like, I've been telling people, this is the most AI people I've been around in my whole life, you know, because I live in Texas, which is not anything like Silicon Valley. And, you know, whenever I'm going to law school and I mention AI, I get really skeptical looks. Like, it's not something that's very popular there. So to me, I'm really grateful to be around so many different people that share the same passion. And I like to think for myself as a teacher, I get to bring this back with me to America too.
I know, like, you actually learn or like learn music education before, and then you mentioned that you are like pursuing a law degree right now. You are still coding. How did that happen, and with which direction you're gonna pursue in the future?
I have no clue other than I am so happy to be here, and I know that if I hadn't been in law school, I never would have made this project. You know, like, it was because of me sitting in law school and thinking really, really hard, what's gonna happen? You know, what is this AI thing gonna cause? I wouldn't have felt like I needed to build this. And so to me, I feel like I've already won in a way. If I finish law school and I get that degree, awesome. I can go be an attorney if I want to. But I learned so much about the world and what I want to do in the world because of that experience. So I'm just going to keep building and hope people keep showing up.
All right, thank you. The last question is that what's your suggestion or recommendation for all of the people who are interested in AI, or even like start an AI business, or like just like you, like AI indie hacker?
Just try stuff and like accept the failures that are going to come. Try to find something that is most familiar to you. For me, I started with all of these crazy music AI apps, and none of them really work at all. But that was kind of the fun of it, was like, oh, I have this idea, I really want to make this. And then realizing how hard it was gave me a lot of information about like, well, what can I actually do? You know, because me as one person right now, I actually can't build that, but maybe I can build this. And, you know, you can kind of figure out where you can have a lane and where you can have an impact, because we all have unique perspectives. And even if you're just someone raising issues on GitHub for a project you like, that's still contributing in a way that changes the project. And so just don't ever underestimate your own influence, whether it's from a PR, an issue, a message to a developer, or even just putting a project out there yourself. It's not your job to decide if it's important, right? It's their job. And so you do your job, which is to do the thing, and let other people decide if it's important.
Let's just try more.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, everybody. Hunter.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. It's really nice talking to you.
You too.
See you guys next time. Bye-bye.